Today I'll be showing you how to change out these two transmission lines that go to a 2011 GMC Acadia. Link in the description down below to get these. Now let's fix it. First thing we need to do is remove this cover. I don't have anything holding it, so all I gotta do is this. Next we gotta remove the air filter cover and this cover. To remove this, we have to unscrew the oil cap and then pull it off. We'll put the oil cap back on. Unplug the mass airflow sensor. This hose has a button right here. We pull it up. Pull this out. 8mm. Help if we went the other way. And now it just comes apart. There we go. Looking at the housing, there's one 10mm bolt holding it in. The whole thing comes right out. The housing has two bolts. A little hard to show you on camera, but this is where the other one is. After you remove the air filter housing, there's one little piece right here. It's being held in by a screw right there. See it? And it comes out like that. You're gonna need an oil drain pan in order to catch all the fluid that's gonna come out. This is on the driver's side, right below the radiator. Looking down below, you can see the transmission is right here. This is one transmission line going to the radiator, and here's the other one going back to the radiator. Using some PB Blaster, we're gonna loosen up the bolts. Using a 1/2-inch socket. So we got that one. Now let's go to the other one. When you follow the transmission lines, it goes all the way back to the radiator. To remove these lines, we need to pop this little thing right off. This is where things are going to get really messy. So you're going to have your catch pan down there. We're going to pop these off and all the oil is going to go down there. So this is just a plastic cover. And all we got to do is just pop it right off. Using a flathead screwdriver, go ahead and pull this little pin out. You will need this, so you want to hang on to it. Spray some more of that PB Blaster in there. We also have to push this, pop it out. Wiggle it back and forth. Oh, wow, that's totally broken. Yeah, you can see where mine went bad. But you want to go back and forth like this and then pull it out. Just like that. When you follow the transmission line, you're going to see that there's another bolt holding it in. 10mm. And now we go back to the transmission. Pull it right out. Just like that. Beautiful. And then now we'll just get the other one off. But you can see right here, this was my problem to begin with. And there you go. While we're at it, let's just go back, pull it out. Just like that. Okay, if you find yourself in this situation where this is totally snapped right off, get a 19mm socket. You can unscrew it. Now we have access to it. Actually, looks like we may have to just go to O'Reilly's and get a whole nother one. You can basically unscrew it and you can go to O'Reilly's to get another one. Oh, that was right. They're called transmission line connectors. All we really do is we just take it and we screw it in. Now we're gonna take this beautiful coolant hose, we're gonna put it right in. Once we get that cable in there, all we gotta do, push it all the way in until it clicks. Give it a good tug. That's not coming out. Take that little plastic cover. There we go. So the other end just slips on in there. And then we just screw that 1/2-inch back on. And now let's put the other one on. Basically, we're gonna go under. I actually found it's a lot easier to unscrew these and then put the pin back on. And there you go. So these lines actually have to be installed like this. This line has to come in behind it. So when we shove this in, we'll hear a click. So the other end of the line goes right there. Now we just tighten down the bolts for this and this. Okay, we got that tightened down. And we got that one tightened down. It's really important when you put these lines back in that this piece goes on there. Separating these two, you don't want them rubbing up against each other. And that is pretty much it for how to put those lines back in. If you want to stick around for the video, I'm going to show you how to put this all back together too. Go ahead and put the air filter housing back in. The 10mm in. Now the hose to the throttle body. The hose, oh, it's right here. I blended in real well. Then we just take this, slip that on, plug this back in, and now we can put the cover back on. Unscrew the oil cap. The oil cap back on. And then now for the, and there we go. Now we'll start it up and see if we got any leaks. And I don't see any leaks, so we are back in business. All right, so that's how you change out the cooling transmission lines for a 2011 GMC Acadia. Thank you so much for watching this video. Link in the description down below to get those hoses. And always remember that Jesus Christ loves you, and only He can solve your biggest problem.